we are going to do a live. Just got off work, and we are going to read. This is maybe it's extremely blurry there. All right, well. Yeah, that's the problem. Well, anyway, we're going to read from Robert Louis Stevenson. I have a book of selected poems. And I'll just go off from where I was. We'll back up here. Let's read O Dull, Cold Northern Sky. O dull, cold northern sky, O brawling Sabbath bells, O feebly twittering autumn bird that tells the year is like to die. O still, spoiled trees, O city ways, O sun desired in vain, O dread presentiment of coming rain that clogs the sullen days. Good morning. Thanks for coming, Shay. Thee, heart of mine, I greet. In what hard mountain pass strivest thou? In what impertinent strivest thou? In what impertinent morass sink now thy weary feet? Thou runnest a hopeless race, to win despair, no crown. Await success, but laden gods look down on thee with evil face, and those that would befriend and cherish thy defeat with anger welcome shall turn sour the sweet homecoming of the end. Yea, those that offer praise to idleness shall yet insult thee, coming glorious in the sweat of honorable ways. Okay. Stormy nights. I cry out war to those who spread their utmost, trying to substitute a vain regret for childhood's vanished moods, instead of a full, manly satisfaction in new development. Their words are vain as the lost shouts, the wasted breath of solitary hunters that are far buried in primeval woods. Clamor that dies in silence, cries that brings back no answer. But the great voice of the wind-shaken forest, mocking despair. No, they will get no answer, for I too recollect. I recollect and love my perished. I recollect and love my perished childhood, perfectly love and keenly recollect. I too remember, and if it could be, would not recall it. Do I not know how nightly on my bed the palpable closed darkness shutting round me, how my small heart went forth to evil things, how all the possibilities of sin that were yet present in my innocence bound me too narrowly, and how my spirit beat the cage of its compulsive purity, how my eyes fixed, my shot lip tumultuous between my fingers. I fashioned for myself new modes of crime, created for myself with pain and labor the evil that the cobwebs of society, the calmly secrecies of education had made an itching mystery to me word. Do I not know again when the great winds broke loose and went abound at night in the lighted town? Ah, then it was different. Then when I seemed to hear the storm go by me like a cloak-wrapped horseman, stooping over the saddle, go by and come again and yet again, like someone riding with a pardon, and ever baffled, ever shut from passage. Then when the house shook and a horde of noises came out and clattered over me all night, then would my heart stand still, my hair creep fearfully upon my head, and with my tear-wet face buried among the bedcloths, long and bitterly would I pray and wrestle till gentle sleep threw her great mantle over me, and my heard breathing gradually ceased. I was then the Indian, well and happy and full of glee and pleasure, both hands full of life, and not without divine impulses, shot into me by the untried non-ego, but, like the Indian too, not yet exempt from feverish questioning, and on my bed of leaves, withering terribly in grasp of terror, as when the still stars and the great white moon watch me athwart black foliage, trembling before the interminable vista, the widening wells of space in which my thought flags like a wearied bird in the mid-ocean of his autumn flight, prostrate before the indefinite great spirit that the external warder plunged like a dagger into my bosom. Now I am a Greek, white robed among the sunshine and the statues, and the fair porticos of carven marble, fond of olives and dry sherry, good tobacco and clever talk with my fellows, free from inordinate cravings. Why would you hurry me, O evangelist, you with the bands and the shilling packet of tracts, greatly reduced when taken for distribution? Why do you taunt my progress, O green spectacled Wordsworth, in beautiful verses, you the elderly poet? So I shall travel forward, step by step, with the rest of my race. In time, if death should spare me, I shall come on to a farther stage and show you St. Francis of Assisi. I think we had some comments. Oh, I love poems too. That's my jam. That's what I like. And trying to be consistent here. I'm a little early today, if you'll notice. I think it's usually been doing 8 o'clock, so I'm about half hour, 40 minutes early, but tired and need to get this in. And usually I'm getting my kid off to school, but he doesn't have school this week, so that's why it's a little early. Otherwise, I'd be just barely getting him off. Let's read this one. Last night we had a thunderstorm in style. Last night we had a thunderstorm in style. The wild lightning striked the air as though my God fell down a pair of stairs. The thunder boomed and bounded all the while. All cried and sat by waterside and stile. The mop, our brow, had been our chief of cares. I lay in bed with a Voltairean smile, the terror of good, simple, guilty pairs, and made this rondeau in ironic style. Last night we had a thunderstorm in style. Oh, God the Father fell downstairs. The stark blue lightning went its flight the while. The very rain you might have heard a mile. The strenuous faithful buckled in their prayers. All right, let's find another one to read. Windy Nights. Some good ones are here. I'll go read. There's Foreign Lands, Windy Nights, Travel. Travel goes on then. Looking Forward, Singing. A good play. Looking Forward is just four lines, so we'll read that one. Looking Forward, might read it again. Looking forward, when I am grown to man's estate, I shall be very proud and great, and tell the other girls and boys not to meddle with my toys. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Foreign Lands. Up into the cherry tree, who should climb but little me? I held the trunk with both my hands and looked abroad on foreign lands. I saw the next door garden lie, adorned with flowers before my eye, and many pleasant places more that I have never seen before. I saw the dimpling river pass, and be the sky's blue looking glass. The dusty roads go up and down, with people tramping into town. If I could find a higher tree, farther and farther I should see, to where the grown-up river slips into the sea among the ships, to where the roads on either hand lead onward into fairyland, where all the children dine at 5 and all the playthings come alive. Windy nights, whenever the moon and stars are set, whenever the wind is high, all night long in the dark and wet, a man goes riding by. Late in the night when the fires are out, why does he gallop and gallop about? Whenever the trees are crying aloud and ships are tossed at sea, by on the highway, low and loud, by at the gallop goes he, by at the gallop he goes, and then by he comes back at the gallop again. Travel. I should like to rise and go where the golden apple grow, where below another sky parrot islands anchored lie, and watched by cockatoos and goats, lonely Crusoes. I think it's like Robinson Crusoe's. Lonely Crusoes building boats, where in sunshine reaching out, eastern cities miles about are with mesquite and minaret, among sandy gardens set, and the rich goods from near and far hang for sale in the bazaar, where the great wall round China goes, and on one side the desert blows, and with bell and voice and drum, cities on the other hum. Where are forests hot as fire, white as England, tall as a spire. Hear that yawn in there? Tired. Full of apes and coconuts, and the Negro hunters' hunts, where the naughty crocodile lies and blinks in the Nile, and the red flamingo flies, hunting fish before his eyes, where in jingles near and far man-devouring tigers are, lying close and giving ear, lest the hunt be drawing near, or a calmer by the or a calmer by comer by be seen, comer by be seen, swinging in a palanquin, where among the desert sands some deserted city stands, all its children sweep, and prince grow to manhood. Age is nice. Gotta go to bed. Not a foot in street or house, not a stir of child or mouse, and when kindly falls the night in all the town, no spark of light. There I'll come when I'm a man. In all the town, no spark of light. There I'll come when I'm a man, with a camel caravan. Light a fire in the gloom of some dusty dining room. See the pictures on the walls, heroes, fights, and festivals. And in a corner find the toys of the old Egyptian boys. And in a corner find the toys of the old Egyptian boys. And Robert Louis Stevenson famously wrote Treasure Island and let's see, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So Okay. Afraid that's gonna have to be all for today, folks. I'm already falling asleep. But yeah, Treasure Island. Oh, let's read the back of Robert Louis Stevenson, the author of Treasure Island and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, is known all over the world as a master storyteller, yet his achievements as a poet have been strangely neglected. This book reveals how much we have been missing. Okie dokie. I think I will let it stay here for a minute. Not even making sense. So I've been on for 28 minutes almost. Yes. All right. Remember, like, subscribe, share us out, and watch the playlist of Poem a Day weekly series. Till we meet again, folks. Same bat channel, same bat time. Bye.